Cowboy Bebop. This is a different kind of anime. Not really different, but it's interesting. I first heard about it when I saw like a little trailer for it on like Toonami, not Toonami, Adult Swim, back when Adult Swim was just starting. It's like, here are all the shows we're gonna have this, 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 and this, and Cowboy Bebop. And I remember in one of my Dragon Ball Z magazines, it mentioned that one of Chris Sabat's favorite anime was Cowboy Bebop. I was like, oh, yeah, I watched a few episodes of it when I could, and it wasn't that bad. I don't really have a favorite character though. I think the English voice cast is pretty good. Faye was pretty attractive. I think that's her name, and Stephen Bloom as Spike did a pretty good job. Spike. I heard Spike's Japanese voice actor is also the same guy who does Donald Duck in the Kingdom Hearts games, though I don't know if that's true or not. But if it is, that's pretty dang interesting. That guy probably has quite a range, because I seriously doubt that Spike was meant to sound anything close to Donald Duck. I remember some episodes, but the main episode I remember is one of the first episodes that I really paid attention to, and it was the episode where there was that kid who was like over 100 years old, but he still looked like a kid. And he was trying to like assassinate somebody or something. He was like a little kid gangster. It was weird. And I also remember that like a lot of the people he was trying to kill, there was like zebra, and then he was trying to kill one guy named Giraffe or something. It was weird. And I remember that Spike shot him with like a tranquilizer gun, which like made him turn to it aged him, and he looked into like this like decrepit old man. Then he finally died. That was the end of that. And I also remember the episode that it's called like Toys in the Attic or something, where like this little slug thing goes around poisoning everyone, puts them to sleep, and then like Ed eats it. I always found Ed to be a weird character. She was like, I don't know, unstable or something. Not really crazy or anything, but I don't know. She's weird. And I thought that episode was the last episode because it looked like everyone died. And I was thinking, okay, so that's how the story series ends? Everyone dies? That's quite a way to do things. But, it turns out that that wasn't the final episode. Orphan told me about that because he really likes Cowboy Bebop. It's actually his favorite anime, I think. And so, yeah, it's not that bad. I've seen it on DVD around, so if you guys want to pick it up on DVD, Best Buy's probably a good place to get it. I don't know if they have it anymore. I think I saw like one copy there. It's part of the Anime Legends thing that some animes being part of. Though I don't know if that's just a brand for like all the really good animes that have done well or have gotten a lot of views in the US, because I know that Solo was on there, so I don't know. But yeah, I'd recommend this one if you guys are into that kind of like space cowboy kind of thing. It literally is, about a bounty hunting group. I think that's where the term cowboy comes from. And there are a bunch of different episodes. I also remember another episode where it's like, there are two episodes I remember that have to do with Faye, where it shows like something about her losing her memory and like she falls in love with this like doctor guy who I think gets killed. And I remember one episode where they show like where they find like a home VHS tape of Faye as a kid or as like a teenager, and she's like doing a cheerleader thing like in front of like a little thing. I don't know. But yeah, if you're interested in this kind of thing, then give it a watch. I'd recommend the English dub, because I haven't watched the Japanese version. Orphan really likes it, and so I guess it's pretty good, in his opinion. If you want to know more about it, you can ask him about it. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Cowboy Bebop. I'll see you guys later.